guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now this video I wasn't really going to make, but I'm going to have a little quick sit down chat with you guys, just giving you an update on everything regarding the Covid-19 outbreaks because it's affecting everyone's lives around the world. Now I will be totally honest, I have delayed putting out this video. And to be honest, I questioned myself and asked if I was even going to put out a video like this, but it kind of felt a little strange to just keep putting up content as usual without really addressing the situation. And I've also had a few messages and comments regarding how I'm going to go forward as a small business owner and what my tips and advice to you guys will be during this time, because I know a lot of you guys are small business owners or freelance illustrators and artists and things like that. And I'm not going to give you any advice about the virus. There's plenty of government guidelines and everything. Every country is different and at a different stage at the moment. The UK is currently climbing up the curve at the minute, so we're doing preparations like self-isolation and stuff like that. You can go read them on your government's website and keep up to date with the information over there. I'm purely just going to be talking about our plans as a small business and what we're going to do going forward. So these can be really kind of scary times for people and make people a little anxious and uncertain about the future and what is going to happen. None of us really know what is going to happen. China at the moment are kind of hopefully picking back up slowly and surely, and hopefully we will be able to do the same, but we are just in the earlier stages of the growth and everything. So hopefully once that's under control we can start to get into some sort of normality, but it's just to reduce the impact on the healthcare system at the moment. So everyone's a little uncertain, a little wary, a little anxious about what's going on. We're all in the same boat and we are all in it together, hopefully not too close together because we need to do some social distancing, but we're all experiencing the same thing worldwide. America seems to be at the same sort of stage as the UK is. As you've noticed, the stock markets are all over the place and are declining, and the best thing to do is just go one day at a time and just kind of do what you can. As of March 18, 2020, which is when I'm recording this and hopefully when this will go out, we are still operating as normal. Royal Mail is still delivering parcels to customers as normal. We are just taking extra precautions to make sure we're washing our hands properly and handling products as best as we can. Obviously I have personally seen an impact of sales on my Etsy store because my Etsy store is my primary source of income, but I always do try and say to people to diversify their income. So I do have other revenue streams such as YouTube and this channel to help kind of keep me afloat and keep paying the bills and keep this building running. So we are currently in the studio at the moment, and me and Mike are super lucky because Mike is my brother-in-law, so we have close contact together as a family quite often. So we are kind of isolated in our little studio anyway. We don't work with a lot of people, it is just me and Mike, so we're kind of isolated in our little studio anyway, which is quite lucky for us. There isn't many people in this building that come and go. It's quite a small office block, so we are still operating as usual. We're still sending off orders as usual, so everything is all systems go on the Etsy front. So if you want to purchase products and stuff, my Etsy shop is still open. However, I have seen a decline in sales, and I'm sure many people will during this time as well, as we sort of try and reduce the impact on the healthcare system, which is ultimately the most important at this time. So I just wanted to give you a quick update of what is going on with Katnipp and my small business, and am I closing it, am I not closing it? But as of now I am not closing it, but if I do, I will put an announcement over on Instagram if anything changes with the Royal Mail or any mail systems and we're having to close it due to health reasons or anything like that. I will put an announcement on social media and Instagram, but as of now we're going to keep coming into the studio. I'm going to keep making artwork, keep producing videos and studio vlogs. Actually got a studio vlog coming out very soon for you guys that you can check out, hopefully either tomorrow or Friday, but I just thought it would make sense to address the whole situation in a video separately, and then once I've addressed it we can go back to our usual content. I know a lot of you are probably really sick of hearing about this whole situation because the media and everything has been kind of a little overwhelming. It seems to be everywhere you go, but it also felt a little strange for me not addressing it as well. So I hope you don't mind me putting out this video just to give you an update on what is going on with the business and everything like that. We are all systems go, we're still ticking by very slowly. I will make precautions precautions if we do dip in sales and I kind of struggle. I have got a little backup fund to be able to keep things running, and I always advise my fellow Etsy owners and business owners to have like a little contingency plan in place, a little savings pot where you can kind of chip into if any of these hard times do happen, because hard times do happen and there's a always constant flowing trend in the market or things going on. Obviously we can't plan what is actually going to happen in the market or anything, like due to an epidemic or whatever is going to go on at the time. You don't actually know what's going to happen, but it's always nice to have that in place. For those of you who don't have that in place, have a look at what the government is offering you guys. I know our UK government are offering a lot of small business and business incentives and grants and stuff, so there may be something along those lines you can look into. Otherwise, I will scale back production and I will try, if I have to just process the orders myself, come in myself, and just be able to try and pay the rent for this building and everything. We are here to stay, guys, and Katnipp is here to stay. One thing that I would say, it'd be really nice to help out small local businesses. So if you're doing your grocery shopping, I feel like the supermarkets can take a little bit more of a hit, even though they haven't been really taking a hit. It's kind of, their profits have kind of gone a little crazy because everyone's panic buying. So try and remember those small businesses who maybe sell produce and like maybe a farmer's shop that sells local produce. When you're buying your food shop or items like that, think about the small businesses in the area and try and help those guys out. I actually got a comment the other day that said I was finally ready to take the plunge and open my Etsy store, but now this whole thing has happened. What is your advice? Now, my advice would be to still work on product. Use this time of isolation, those of you who are in self-isolation or those of you who are having to isolate due to laws like in Italy, then use this time to maybe produce some artwork that you've always wanted to do, or use the time to build up your Etsy inventory, or plan a new project, or maybe some new products you could work on and illustrate them. You don't have to release them just yet, but work on some new product ideas, what you would like to do. You could use this time in a productive way. Maybe you could start a new art project, or you could read some self-help books, or you could take some online classes and develop a skill like, say, watercolour. If you've always wanted to try watercolour but you've never really found the time because you've had a full-time job or for whatever reason, you could maybe use this time now to experiment and explore your creativity and learn something new, a new skill. And those of you who have Etsy businesses, you could maybe use this time to work on your Etsy SEO, your titles, your tags, your photography, something that's not going to cost you any more money but helps spruce up things for the future, for when we're finally picking back up again. Because don't forget that this too shall pass and the sun will shine again. I did a little Instagram post the other day saying this because at the moment we're in the thick of it and it's really hard to see the sunshine because the mist is kind of blocking our view, and it's like, will this mist ever clear? The mist will clear. Human history has shown that it will clear, it will all get better. We just have to go one day at a time, just keep going and plodding along, and then eventually it will pick up again. Remember to stay safe and follow the hygiene regulations and wash your hands, and don't steal all the bog roll, because I had such a nightmare trying to find some toilet roll. I actually did another Instagram post regarding this because it was literally crazy. I think it's not just the UK that's going through this. Let me know in your country if you've been struggling to find bog roll as well, because that's what's been happening over here. And I think this is the issue with social media sometimes as well. Someone posted one picture of empty shelves, so then everyone was like, oh my gosh, sharing it, and then everyone else went out and it was just like this huge crazy knock-on effect. I don't think social media has really helped with people's ease and anxiety, so my tips to you guys would probably be just to listen to your government's updates on the situation and try and stay away from those kind of grabby media catchy headlines that everyone seems to get consumed by, because even me, and I'm a pretty positive and optimistic person, even me consuming that on a daily basis, it feels like you can't really escape it. I started to think, oh my gosh, I'm literally never going to be able to buy toilet roll ever again. Good news, I managed to grab me a 9-pack of toilet roll, so yay, celebration everywhere. Stay safe everyone, I'll see you all very soon for a new studio vlog. Yeah, I love you all very much. I'll see you very soon. I hope you like my new studio vlog. Alright then, I love you. Goodbye.